Hello, friends. My name is Mandy. I am a Tula 12 independent brand director, and today we're going to go over how I use the Tula 12 lifestyle organizer system to plan and track my side hustle. So let's take a real. We're going to go over to my planner cam here, and we're going to start taking a dive. All right, here we go. So, the one that I really like using the most for my business is my extra large. This is one of our fall 2022 catalog colors. This is called Tawny. So, if you like this, then you can go ahead and grab yourself one of those. Um, in here, I have got, so in this one, I've got mostly my time management and my planning things. So I have a weekly brain dump, is what we call this one. This one is going to look like it's got a place over here to do just basically dump everything out of your head and put it onto paper, and then you can go through and organize those and put them over into your week. It has a place for the top three for every single day. So I usually, this is an ongoing one that is always out on my desk because I'm constantly adding to and taking away from my brain dump. Whenever I sit down to do it on Sundays, I actually go through everything the previous week just to make sure that I didn't miss anything, and then I'll go ahead and add it if I need to re-add it to the current week. I also have, this one is called a weekly hourly. I'm sorry, a weekly block hourly. This is the dated version. A lot of our calendar type inserts will actually come in dated or undated. So this one is for October through December. One second, sorry. Wow. Okay, that sucked. Ugh. All right, so now I gotta figure out how to trim that out. This one is the weekly block hourly. And I really like this one because it has Monday through Sunday and then hours laid out from 7 a.m. all the way through to 9 p.m. I actually use this one to keep track of usually my work schedule. I am not working right now, I'm on medical leave, but I will actually use washi tape to block out the hours that I work because I do work a full time job. And then I will do a little bit of color coding for like training things I have going on, lives, things I have scheduled with my team. Um, and so right now it doesn't look like a ton, but I also sometimes will use this for time blocking. So if I have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to get done, I'll actually use a time blocking method and then use the Pomodoro technique, which is where you set your or a timer for 25 minutes and you focus on one task and one task only for that 25 minutes. And then you get up and you walk away from it for 5 minutes and then you come back and do the next one. That really helps me to stay focused whenever I utilize that technique. More to come on that later. Okay. And so another one that I use for my direct sales business, this is just a zipper pocket. It's got my color coding dots in here and some fun stickers. This one is actually called a school planner. This is the teacher student planner. This is really great for teachers for doing lesson plans or for students for keeping track of their classes and what homework or quizzes or tests they have coming up. I am actually using this for my direct sales for my social media training, content planning. So along the sides here, I'll do the day of the week, and then in dark black, I've got like the different types of posts that I will be posting, and then my themes for the week. And then I go through with I usually use erasable pens. Some of my favorites are the friction pens. This one is an ultra fine tip. It's a 0.38 millimeter tip. Absolutely love these because it gives me the ability to write a lot in a smaller space. And then so I will go through and actually plan everything out. Sometimes I'll do it a week in advance. Sometimes I'll do it a month in advance. Sometimes it's day by day, which right now we're just going day by day. So that is this one. We do have one that is meant specifically or social media planning. I just like this layout better because it helps me to keep track of the themes I have going across each area. Then I also have the goals and habit tracker. Now this one, I'm just now starting to use again, but this one, it has a place to put the month, your goals for the month, and then any kind of weekly habits you want to track, and then daily habits. And then there are 31 rows to check off each and every single one. So an example of what that might look like, for instance, I set this up for October, but then I ended up not using it. We are going to do better next year, or next month. Is like I write down my goals as if I already have achieved them. So that every time I go to this insert, the idea is that I will repeat those goals to myself, and then I will go through and mark off the things that I need to do. So like making sure I'm posting in all of my platforms, making sure I'm following up with customers, doing reach outs, so on and so forth. And then also in here, I have a month with notes. Now I'm using this one to track my events and my parties. This is the dated one. So this is what it normally looks like. And like I said, this is the extra large version. So you've got these different like sections here. Our team is in the middle of going for some pretty big promotions. So we're tracking everything. So over here, I've got a place to put all my parties. And I actually, will write the person's name on here. I've got trainings on here already, any events I'm doing, how many qualified frontlines do I have, how many Gen 1 leaders, new brand ambassadors, volumes, ranks, and then personal volumes. So this is my goal for the month of November. And then I can keep track of this weekly. I'll go through this weekly and to do all of my hostess packets for 2 weeks in advance, so on and so forth. So having all of that in one place is kind of nice because it helps me to not only see where my events and my parties are, but also to see like what holidays are coming up and where we are as a group for our goals. So that is this one. And this one, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inserts in here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inserts in this one. All right, and then the next one that I'm going to show you is the one that I actually use for tracking my customers and events. I did put this one in here just for the simple fact of I wanted to show you this one. I've not been using this one, but I plan to for next year. This one was made specifically for direct sellers. This is goals and finances for direct sales. And in the front of it, it's got a place to create your routines, like your morning routines, your evening routines, your weekly routines. So this is kind of a repeat of the goals and habit tracker, but then it also has like yearly routines, monthly routines. And then there's enough room for one full year in here. So you'll put your month, your top 3 goals, what rank you're going for, if you're going for a rank, your goals for numbers of parties scheduled, parties hailed, number of bookings, number of recruits, sales, team sales. And then over here, I put my actuals, and then all your parties for the month, and then a place for your monthly business expenses. There's also a place for some notes here. I don't use this one for my business expenses because I have a lot more than just this right here. So, and so this one, like I said, it's going to last you for a full year. And then we have our parties and events in this one. So this is what the parties and events looks like. So in the front, it's got the parties, and then in the back, it's got room for 4 events. So if you do events and vendor shows, there's a place for those. And there's also a place to keep track of any prizes that you have given away for the period of however long this is. With this, you can do, so it has like a to-do list before every party, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, each page is a party. So there's quite a few parties in here. Imagine filling this up once a month. That would be fantastic, right? So what this does is it allows us to keep track of our hostesses, all of his or her information, our social media. There's or social media, when their party opens, when it closes, what kind of a party is it, any notes about them. I like putting their wish lists here. And then just a checklist. Did you send a hostess packet? Did you send a guest list? And then if you need to add any more to-dos on here, you can. Excuse me. Any outside orders, party orders, total profit, number of bookings, number of orders, and then any games you played, and the winners of those games is what I use this area here for. The next one that I use is a spreadsheet. Now I use this one to keep track of my customers and my leads. Whenever I have a party going, I will take the person, hostess, put her at the top, and then I will do their name. So this is just called a spreadsheet. And then I've got on here if they joined their group, did they do the door prize drawing? Are they interested in hosting? Are they interested in ordering? And what day they ordered if they did? And what days did I follow up with them? And any notes about that person. So every party is going to have its own 2-page spread. Sometimes it takes 2-page spreads in order to get everything in there because I have amazing hostesses who have lots and lots of guests who participate. So, and then another way that I will use it for this one, I had a different a format of a party. Once again, I've got the hostess and I've got all of her information. Did they join my VIP group? Did they do the door prize drawing? Are they interested in hosting, shopping, or joining? So HSJ, and then participation by day. And then I also will use it to keep track of my vendor events, my online vendor events that I'm participating in. So I know who all has agreed to join the group. Have they placed an order? Did they book an event? And then their participation. So however much that they participate is going to go in these two right here. And then also keep track of my leads. So whenever I have a party, I will write everybody down so that I can go through and follow up with them. Are they interested in hosting, shopping, or joining? Do they prefer email, messenger, text, phone call? And then the days that I have followed up with them. This is just for my information for, if I'm looking to fill my calendar or anything like that, I have this to go back to. And usually I will separate this by hot, warm, and cold. So like the hot people, I will have them at the top and follow up with them first. And so, yeah, that's how I use the spreadsheet. Now this one you're gonna think is funny. So this one is called a Gradebook. This is once again in the teacher student section. This one is a Gradebook. This is the extra large size. And it has 30 rows here, and then across here has 20. I actually use this to keep track of my customer orders. So what I do is across the top, so down here I'll put their names, and then I have my hostesses over here, and I will put what day did they order? What day did I email a thank you? Did I mail them their thank you and their charm? Did I has it been shipped? Has it been received? Was it a hostess order? My follow-up days, so 30 days and 60 days out. Are they interested in hosting, shopping, or joining? And then what size did they order and what things did they order? So like did they get yearly, monthly, or quarterly inserts? Do I need to send them a how to build? Is this their first order? Do I need to send them a video on how to use tab stickers if they had tab stickers in their orders, so on and so forth. I've also seen people use this for chore tracking as well. It doesn't have to do with direct sales, but I've seen people use this for chore tracking for their kids, which is super cool. So even if there is an insert that you're looking for that we may not have, I can almost guarantee you that we can adjust one to fit your needs. So, because we have over 100 different inserts to choose from. This one is our contact customers. So there's room for 2 customers per page here. And so we've got name, address, phone number, birthday, email. Where did you meet them? Like, did you meet them at a party or did you meet them on Facebook? What are they interested in? Hosting, shopping, email lists, or joining? And then notes. So depending on what kind of side hustle you have, for instance, if you have a side hustle that has to do with health and wellness, like what are their health and wellness goals? Do you have skincare? What kind of skin do they have? Do they have a wish list? You can put their wish list here. All kinds of ways that you can use this little note section right here. And then, of course, in almost every single one, I have a well noted because sometimes I get random ideas that I need to write down. And so I always have a well noted in here because I'll get ideas for customer incentives and such. So those are the main ones I use every single day. Now, I do also have a planner that is specifically just has notes inserts that I use for training. But another one that I use is the team building insert. So if you have a team in the company that you're with, you can actually, and this is just my team members, you can actually keep track of each team member. Have they earned any incentives? When did you do coachings with them? And you can keep track of their sales at the bottom here. It has a place for all of their like personal information, their birthday, did they complete their training, what day did they sign? And then did you do their Facebook launch party? Have you called them? So on and so forth. So this is the goal here is to actually sit down and go through this every month to make sure that we're keeping in contact with everybody every month. Another way that I will use the spreadsheet is to keep track of my numbers. So we can't manage what we don't track, right? So one of the things that I do is I take a spreadsheet insert, and on two of the pages, I will actually cut the ends off, like the last column, so that as I flip this over, so I've got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now you see this is not filled out because I've had a very rough year. And while I started out with really good intentions, it did not follow through. But I will be going through to fill this out while I am recovering from surgery. So I figured being in bed would be a good time to go through and fill all of this in. So I track my personal volume, my team volume, my group volume, how many active we have, my personal stats, like how many email subscribers do I have, how many Facebook friends, how many followers, so on and so forth, so that I'll be able to look at this month to month and see how much I've grown. Not only does it help me to be able to assess and see what I need to do in order to continue growth, but it also serves as a confidence booster, because a lot of the times we don't see the changes because they're so small over time. But I bet you if I go look right now to business page like and business page like follows from January, I've got way more than that. So it's nice to be able to look back and see like, hey, we are doing good, especially when we feel like, me, for instance, I've not taken the time to fill all this out. I feel kind of like imposterish, like I'm telling other people that they can do this, but then I'm not doing myself. But take into account all of the things that happen. Another way how you can use this is the same kind of aspect, is to track your team. So if you don't want to track your team like individually, you can have everybody in a spreadsheet. Once again, you can cut this part out. On the first part of it, I put their join date, and then all of the milestones that they can hit within Tula 12. And then on this very last column that I did not cut, I put most recent contacts. So I've got their name and all their stuff here. And then when you cut off that last column, it works perfectly, because then you've got quarter one, quarter two, cut off the next one, quarter three, quarter four, and you can still be able to at any time see at a glance when was the last time that you were in contact with them. This one I'm in the process of putting together. I am going to fill it out, like I said, for 2022, and then I'm also going to remake it for 2023 as well. So stay tuned for that. I will do that on a video to show you guys exactly how I do it. So that is the main ones that I use for tracking my direct sales business. I have really, one of the things that really turned me on to Tula 12 is the direct sales inserts. I've been in direct sales off and on for pretty much my entire adult life, and I always wanted to have some way to track my business. And there was never one single planner that would work for me. And over the last 2 years of being with Tula 12, I've kind of perfected the system of being able to track my customers and be able to track orders. And another one that I will use, I don't have it handy with me because it's in my financial planning one, is a purchases and spending insert. So anytime that I buy something for business, I write it down. And then I can also keep track of when it was shipped and if I received it. And then I can go through and highlight those and color code those based on what type of expense they are. So thank you so much for joining me. I've had a lot of fun going through this with you today. I hope you got some value from it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me at mandasplanner@outlook.com, or you can reach me on Facebook. You can find me by searching hashtag Manda's Planner or typing at Manda's Planner in the search bar, and you will find us. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you later. Have a great day.